And we're live. Hi, everybody. My name is Mariah Brown. I am here because I get the esteemed pleasure to allow our 100 Club National Marketing Directors to be off in an NMD meeting in Dallas, Texas. And instead, I, as a qualified National Marketing Director, get to introduce this call. For those of you that don't know me, myself and my husband have been with the company for 12 years. We're this close to NMD, but not quite yet. And I get to introduce one of my sisters. She's a good friend. She brings spice. She brings energy. She brings fun. She's a mama in Florida. She's also a qualified national marketing director. Her name is Ayrn Maurer. She completed her master's work at Michigan State University in kinesiology and sports medicine. She is a licensed and certified athletic trainer as well as a nutritionist in the state of Florida. She's also a certified strength and conditioning specialist with the NSCA, which my husband is that too. And what I understand is it's a big deal in that industry. She's a master's Pilates specialist, and her 5 autoimmune diseases, did you hear that? Her 5 autoimmune disease struggle led her into the study of nutrition and how it affects the body. So her clientele includes several professional and collegiate athletes, as well as Olympic gold medal winner Misty May Trainer. She's happily married to her husband, Dan, who's also on the call, and he's given us some help in the world of how we as entrepreneurs doing home-based businesses can help us on our taxes. And Ayrn only took Juice Plus, nothing else, no prenatal vitamins, as her prenatal nutrition for 2 Juice Plus babies that are now ages 11 and 9. She is a Moxie, for those of you that know what that is. We call this Moxie May. And she's been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine, and every year the Juice Plus company ran the top 100 for team building bonus contests. She was recognized. So she loves the beach, gardening, working out, hockey, all things Disney. She's in Florida, of course she does. And spending whatever time she can with her family, especially her 4 brothers. So Miss Ayrn, I am so excited to hear what you have to share. I know we've talked a little bit about the importance of the memory jogger, and also once we have the memory jogger, what do we do with it? So I'm muting myself, and it's all you, my friend.
Thank you, Mariah. Can you hear me, hon? I can't see you, so I'm going to assume yes.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you. Technology is my friend. Well, thank you guys so much, and welcome to the call. It's a pure honor to be asked to spend some time with you guys tonight and share something that I've really been enjoying and what's been working for our team. If you don't have a pen and paper, you might want to grab one to take some notes, and we're going to dive in. So I will share my story. Mariah told you guys a little bit about my background, but the bottom line was I was a vegetarian personal trainer who thought they ate well when I started Juice Plus, but like most people, I only ate things I liked. So I figured if it actually did what all the research said it would do, I had nothing to lose and everything to gain, because I wasn't going to eat kale or beets or broccoli. I'm originally from Michigan, so I love my meat and potatoes. And at the end of the day, after taking it, I rarely ever get sick. And she already shared, I've got a boatload of what I call my autos that I've been diagnosed with. And I should be on a bunch of medications, and I'm not. So I have more energy, and I rarely get sick, which is really awesome because I have 2 young kids and a very active lifestyle that I create by choice. And I want to be able to keep up with my own schedule and what I want to do and who I want to spend time with. On the business side, I made a 6-figure income as a personal trainer. I picked my clients, I picked the hours, I owned my own studio. It was gorgeous, but I really didn't own the business. It owned me because I live in South Florida, so we have this thing called hurricane season. And if there was a hurricane or a holiday, or if I had a headache, that meant no income was coming in. So some of you guys might remember Hurricane Katrina wiped out New Orleans and a bunch of other places in the US. That came through here as a category 5. And then after that, we had a category 3. We had like 7 really bad storms that year, and I lost more than 40 grand in my income. But the mortgage company didn't care. They still wanted to get paid. So did the electric company, et cetera, et cetera. And it was just a couple years after that that the real estate market tanked, and my husband took a $17,000 pay cut. He's in the other room. Correct me if I'm wrong, honey. It might have been more. We had our second child. We found ourselves owning 2 properties, bankrupt, asking ourselves, how on earth did we get here? Because when the economy tanks, people generally aren't paying for personal training or any of those things that are really cream of the crop personal services. So we were broker than broke. Thankfully, I had started this business and started to develop it and grow it, and it was a lifesaver because there was a point where for 6 or 7 days, we didn't even have the income to buy milk, but we had the money to buy our Juice Plus. Our family stayed healthy, and at the end of the day, that's all shifted, and our lifestyle has never been more flexible or financially free, which is really important to us at the end of the day because I have 4 brothers. I love my siblings. I love my family. They're worth more than anything else in the world to me. And we really want to spend the time with the people that we love and care about more than anything else, or at least that's what I do. And I know that everybody probably feels the same way. So we don't want a boss to tell us that we can't go be with our family when we want to go be with our family, whether it's for a vacation or whether it's for a family tragedy to take care of our loved ones. So let's dive in a little bit. I'm going to ask you guys to close your eyes. I can't see you, so you're going to have to pretend and play along with me. I have 3 short questions, and I'm going to talk kind of fast. So if you want to take a couple notes, don't worry about getting caught up in the numbers. Just roll with it. And of course, there'll be a replay, or we might have time to answer questions at the end. Number 1, can you imagine if you and your downline never, ever lost a customer or teammate ever? What percentage of your payline or paycheck would that be increased by if you never lost a customer or teammate ever? Write down the first number that comes to mind. Number 2, is it worth it to you for that positive change to occur, to have that not happen anymore in your business? Yes or no? You can just jot down yes or no or nod to yourself. Number 3, who loves follow-up? Now, I can't see you guys. Who loves doing follow-up? Open your eyes, raise your hands, or not. It's okay. Just pay attention to the expression you feel on your face. That feeling doesn't lie. My experience has been not too many people love or even like follow-up. And depending on where you're at in this business, you may feel like acquiring customers or team members is the most challenging part of the business. But from what I've seen in many years in this business is that most people don't love follow-up. It doesn't matter why. It just matters that we do it because customer retention is our pension. And if you're under 30, you may want to Google what pension means. So why do follow-up? Number 1, our customers deserve it. Number 2, they will go somewhere else if we don't do it. And number 3, for you numbers people out there, here's a little bit of fun. A sales coordinator with just 1 quad order will earn a minimum of $328 a year. Over 5 years, that sales coordinator, that 1 quad order, earns over $1,600. Over 10 years, that 1 quad order as a sales coordinator earns you over $3,200. Over 15 years, that 1 quad order as a sales coordinator earns you $5,000. Okay? So if you're a sales coordinator and you sign up a 40-year-old preferred customer for the quad today and you keep them until they're 80, and we know they're going to live longer than that because they're on Juice Plus, right? That 1 quad order is going to earn you over $13,000 minimum. That 1 customer. That doesn't include any PB or POB money or even bib money if you're an SSC or higher, or fast track bonus monies, okay? That's what Chris Cotton shares with us, is the ability to get paid for the rest of your life on the next conversation you have, or at least the rest of their life. So we want those conversations and follow-up conversations to be enjoyable and even fun, right? Okay. Now, can you imagine having a qualified business and getting to sales coordinator, how that would impact not only your life, but how that would give you the ability so that you can impact the lives of others? What would you do with that money? The currency we earn is cash money. The currency we receive is that emotional and love reward from our customers. Now, think about that. The currency we earn is cash, but the currency we receive is that emotional and love reward. Think about that because I'm going to come back to that later on in the call. Back to our 1 quad customer. What if we were a qualified sales coordinator? That would be 16 quads, and we stay qualified. That 16 quads as a qualified sales coordinator is going to earn you a minimum of $5,200 a year. And technically, it's $5,248, but just for simplicity of this call, you guys. Okay, in 5 years, just qualified sales coordinator, if you have no team working, nothing else beyond that, over $26,000 in 5 years, just to be qualified sales coordinator on your own. So we're gonna have a little fun. In 10 years, qualified sales coordinator, quads, okay, 16 quads, over $52,000 in 15 years, that turns into over $78,000. And here's my favorite, in 40 years, just qualified sales coordinator, $210,000. OMG, okay? And that's again, minimum. Imagine if that customer is under the age of 40. They're gonna be on it longer. That's going to equal more revenue. It simply makes sense and adds up to do the follow-up and have that retention going on. Okay. Now imagine if you had a preferred customer that you didn't really follow up with and they canceled. You didn't connect with them. Imagine they signed up with someone else and they grew a business that turned into a 12 Club QNMD. Imagine not only the lives that person helped and made easier, but also the impact that your paycheck would have lost by losing that 12 Club QNMD, what it had on you. Well, that's me. You guys, the first person who signed me up, they flunked follow-up 101. I canceled after my first shipment, and a year later I signed up with somebody else. So the moral of the story is you never know. Follow up and find a way to make it fun. The number one way I found to make it fun and reward myself is be attached to the activity, not to the outcome. I reward myself, and I'm emotionally attached to the fact that I'm doing such a fantastic kick-ass job doing the activity that the outcome cannot be anything but spectacular. I believe the universe rewards action. So your first 5 people may not say yes, but that good energy and that intention is going to boomerang back to you. You just have to keep throwing it out there. So moving on, I believe that follow-up is first a heart set and a mindset before it's a skill set. So hear me out on this. And just ask yourself if this feels good to you. We all at once at some level fell in love with the Juice Plus product or the tower somehow. It filled an emotional, physical, or mental unmet need. We're emotionally connected to our Juice Plus, right? That good feeling we get knowing it's in our body is an extension of love, I believe. Or we love feeling good, like we're doing something good for ourselves or good for our kids or the ones we love, right? We want to extend that love to our customers. They need it and they deserve it. And I need a drink of water. I know I'm talking fast, guys, so if I stumble over my words, forgive me, I'm not perfect. Okay, so our customers need it and they deserve it. Really showing them that love and that care is how we set ourselves apart from everyone else and everything else out there. So how do we transfer that feeling? For some, it may be easier than others. Like if it's your mom or your best friend or your child, you know in your bones that person's having a positive experience by taking Juice Plus. Maybe the child is sick less. I like that example because if you're a parent, that tremendous sense of pride knowing you had something to do with that child's success fills you up, doesn't it? Or even if you don't have kids, you might feel that sense of pride and accomplishment or involvement if your best friend takes Juice Plus and they make it through their breast cancer treatment easier, like my best friend did. Or if your friend from college lowers his cholesterol numbers just by taking the omegas, like one of my friends from college did. That feeling is a version of love that we get to feel, discover, and uncover when we have these follow-up conversations with our customers. Now, doesn't that sound more fun when thinking about follow-up? Filling them up and in turn, yourself, you get back filled up with love? Yes. There's a hair in my mouth, guys. I never blow out my hair. Okay, so we start with the heart set. Again, we earn the money, but the financial currency we receive is the financial currency, but we receive the love, the emotional currency as well. So next, the mindset. Just to be kind of quick, you have to want to help people in this business to succeed, but you also have to want to earn currency. Sometimes people say it's not about the money, yet I bet if I gave them our $200,000 that we talked about earlier, they'd have a person, charity, or cause they'd feel really great about donating that money to. Wouldn't you agree? I can also bet that they love feeling that helper's high, those endorphins that flood our bodies when we get to help someone or make their life easier. The two go hand in hand. We want to strengthen the mindset that our customers want to hear from us, that they smile when they see us on their caller ID. Do people even call it that anymore? And that we're helping them uncover their next health or life win as a result of eating their Juice Plus. With that intention that we call on our team Help Easy, help them make their life easier. We get to help them make their life easier. That phone feels a little bit lighter when we pick it up. The knowing what we know Juice Plus is doing for their bodies, which in turn enhances their lives. Assume they love hearing from you and make them feel as if they just bought a new BMW, not just a Juice Plus quad. I guarantee our customers hear from us more with a lower price point with something like Juice Plus than someone who hears from their car dealer who bought something like a BMW. Just saying. Everyone feels something after we interact with them, so why not make them feel like $1 million? I like to have the mindset that they're going to feel happier, more cared for, and important when they hear from me. I'm sending them that energy, that excitement, and love before the numbers are even dialed on the phone. Speaking of phone, let's talk about how mindset merges into skill set. You have to care so much that you don't care. I know. You have to care so much about them having a ridiculously positive experience, not just with Juice Plus, but with you, that you don't care what anybody else thinks. At the end of the day, they're going to know you're serious about what you do by your actions, your energy, and your confidence. Even if you're confident you don't know everything, which is a beautifully duplicatable place to be, trust me, you guys heard my background. I used to almost bore people and have their eyes roll back in their head because I was so excited about the science behind Juice Plus. So sometimes it's better to not know so much. And I've learned so much over the years as far as point to the next tool. Don't be the expert, right? So it's okay to be confident that you don't know everything. Other people will say, I can do that too. You know what you know, and you know what you have to offer. So let that confidence overfill you and your message when you follow up with people. Okay, so here's a really fun and funny story. Years ago, in between my first and my second child, I did a wellness presentation at a friend's house, and there was somebody there who sold some type of purses. And I was interested in the purses, but they didn't have the exact style that I wanted. I wanted something very simple. And I said, you know what, go ahead, put me on your follow-up list. When you get new stock, let me know. This woman followed up from May until November, almost every other week. And almost every other week, she did not have something that I wanted. I admired her professionalism and her follow-up, even though sometimes I was like, oh my gosh, is this purse lady, you know? But she was doing her thing. So I was like, go girl, yeah? She called me and let me know that she was having a Black Friday event at her house. I went. I didn't just buy one, I bought 2 purses. So she doubled the sale, okay, by staying professional and persistent with her follow-up, okay? Now, unfortunately, I thought she never followed up with me ever again, so it's a good lesson to learn, but that persistence at least got me there and got her double the original sale that she was going to get. So this is really where I love professionalism coming into play. I love the GoPro book, and I love Teamsy because they really help us to polish these skills and make the action of follow-up and repetition super easy to track and do. And I really believe when it's easy for us, it's a lot more fun. And you can also duplicate it better. So if you don't have Teamsy, save your future self the stress and get it yesterday. It's gonna make your follow-up and tracking more fun and productive, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that. And as for GoPro, I know you're probably all familiar with it, with the Pro, the Amateur, and the Poser. So I won't go into that tonight, but if you're not, get yourself the audiobook right after this call and listen to it ASAP. In short, do you really want to be an amateur or a poser, or be considered one? I didn't think so. Okay. Teamsy is going to help you to become more of a professional. So here's what my initial follow-up looks like. It's a series of 6 follow-ups in approximately a 2-week time frame, and it's all logged into Teamsy. And if you want to jot down some of these days I'm going to give you, go ahead. If not, don't worry about it. The whole idea is 6 follow-ups in a 2-week time frame, because we hear it takes 5 to 6 follow-ups for somebody to say yes or get to yes. So I actually started tracking it when I was a senior sales coordinator, and lo and behold, I never got to 6. People said yes always before that, and I was like, oh my gosh, what I hear at conference is true, you know? Yay, imagine that. It works, it works. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through this. Let's assume that the first day of the month is a Monday, and I already read that from my notes, okay? The first day of the month is Monday, and it's the first of the month, okay? I meet and I connect with my prospect, Robert Downey Jr. Avengers are hot right now. What can I say, you guys? Who knows? Why not? Okay. And we meet at a Starbucks. And what I really like to do is when I'm meeting with somebody face-to-face, especially, is I like to have them watch the video in person. So I'll have them watch something on their phone while I go buy them a coffee or buy them a water. Okay. So after Robert watches the video, he says he needs to talk with his trainer about his diet in the morning, and I can call him tomorrow after 12. Awesome. We connect right there in person on Facebook or Instagram if we aren't already on social media friends. I go home and I log them into Teamsy before bed, and I have sweet dreams. I also stalk his Facebook over the past 2 weeks, and I like some posts, I comment on some, and I add him to my close friends list. If you're not already doing this for people that you want on your team, add people to your close friends list, because then you're going to show up more on their Facebook feed. He's going to see more of what I'm posting. Okay. My very first follow-up is the very next day. This is now Tuesday, the second day of the month, but my first follow-up. Now I'm going to play my own devil's advocate for you, and instead of making it all easy peasy, we're going to assume that Robert Downey Jr. doesn't answer my call when I call him. But I do call him because, of course, he wants to hear my voice. He wants to hear it and feel that energy and be reminded of the great time and the great meeting that we had the day before. So it goes to voicemail, and here's the message that I leave. Hey, Robert, what's up? I hope you're having an awesome day. I'm calling you at noon because you said that was the easiest for you to connect. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you today. Thanks so much. That's it. I log it into Teamsy as a follow-up, and I like a couple more Facebook posts of his. I'm, of course, making sure that I'm posting regularly on my social media so he can see what I'm up to and how fun my life is and what I'm doing and what I'm all about and where I'm going, okay? I set in my Teamsy my follow-up number 2 for the very next day, which is Wednesday. This is now the third day of the month. Monday's the first, Tuesday, second, Wednesday the third, okay? But it's my second follow-up. Now, I personally look at my Teamsy every day before my kids go to school, usually before they wake up, and I get all of my messaging follow-ups done before 10 a.m., and typically I have a 2-digit rule where I don't call people until 10, unless, of course, they're in the business or Boxer. But the Teamsy, the beauty of that is I know exactly who to call. I know exactly what just happened. I know exactly what my next step is. So it's stress-free. It makes it so much more fun, and has taken a lot of the pressure off for our team. Okay. And I don't know if you guys all knew this, but in case you didn't, Teamsy gives you a grade every single day. So if you're a slacker and you get 5% on your Teamsy for the day, on your future, AKA the goals you set in Teamsy, it has you set your goals and the income you want to earn. Okay, you get to see what you can do to correct that. Maybe you're not adding new people. Maybe you're not following up with people. Maybe you're not following up with team members. I love that. You get to see exactly what you can do so that you can focus on getting 100% tomorrow, or even maybe an 80 or a 90%. It's super simple. It's fun because the guesswork is gone. You can even link your Teamsy to your uplines so they can be an extra set of coaching eyes for you, like the blind spot mirrors on your car. No one signs up for this business to be a boss or to have a boss, but it sure feels good to have someone keeping an eye out for you that's been there and done that, doesn't it? Or you can have a sideline buddy peek at your Teamsy, and you can ask them, so long as they're like a baby step or more ahead of you in the business, you know, ask them what they might see that you might be missing or what you can improve on. Okay, so back to our follow-up. It's Wednesday now, the third day of the month. It's my second follow-up call. I call again, goes to voicemail, okay? We're just assuming worst case scenario because otherwise I would talk to him and I convert them, right? Hey, Robert, hope all is well. Hope you're having a fantastic week. I left your voicemail yesterday, just making sure you got it. Can't wait to hear about your chat with your trainer and help you with your next step. And if you want to connect us, that's totally fine too. I know he's probably very forward thinking like you, and he may want to be linked to me. I'm looking forward to your call. Thanks so much. Hang up. Log it into Teamsy. I set the next follow-up. That's the beautiful thing about Teamsy. Boom, exactly when are you going to follow up next? So nothing falls through the cracks. I set it for 2 days later on Friday, okay, which would be the 5th day of the month. Now I'm still in my first week, but I'm about to have followed up 3 times since our first meeting on Monday, which is 4 exposures. Okay, so we're still in that first week. We're not dragging it out. So here comes Friday. I'm gonna text him today. Hey, Robert, hope all is well. I'm shooting you a text since it may be easier for you to get to. I know you said you were really interested in getting started on Juice Plus and you felt more peace of mind if your trainer looked at the link you saw. I'm here to help. And if you'd like, I can send it directly to him or we can do a 3-way text. If there's something else you need, just let me know, no worries. Looking forward to connecting and hearing from you soon. Log it in Teamsy, okay? And set the next follow-up for 3 days later. And then, of course, I go on Facebook and see if there's anything going on, like if he's okay, if there might be some reason, like he's shooting another movie and he may not have called me back yet, okay? This takes me to Monday, so I'm into the second week. It's the 8th day of the month. It's my 4th follow-up. It's only 1 week since we first met. So I call our Avenger. Hey, Robert, happy Monday. I hope your weekend was great and you're okay. I'm a little worried about you. I haven't heard from you. Please let me know you're all good, Juice Plus or not. Just checking on you, hon. Thanks so much. Log it in the Teamsy. So you guys see a pattern here. Log it in the Teamsy. Log it in the Teamsy, okay? Set the next follow-up for 3 days later now. And I'm staying lighthearted. I'm staying fun. He's got stuff going on, so I'm not worrying about it because I got lots of other people that I'm following up with, right? That's what keeps the stress off and keeps the activity moving, you know? And it just keeps a lot more fun unless you're just trying to get milk from that one menopausal cow, so to speak, we've said in our team. Lots of people to follow up. So here it's Thursday now, okay? The 11th day of the month. It's follow-up number 5. So we're still in this window about 10 days since we first met, but I'm following up pleasantly, persistently. I'm gonna text him on this one. Hey, Robert, I don't want you to think I forgot about you. Maybe the timing isn't right for you with Juice Plus right now, but please let me know you're okay. No worries, just concerned. So if you need anything, I'm here to help. I'm not going anywhere. Thanks so much, be well. Log it in the Teamsy. Set the follow-up. Again, there's our pattern for 1 week later, okay? Now, I've always gotten a response after 1 or 2 I'm worried messages, you guys. I've never gotten to the 6th follow-up without somebody responding, and 99% of the time they order it because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, right? But in case, 1 week later, I'm gonna shoot him a text saying, you're on my mind today, hoping all is well in your world. That's it. I've dropped the Juice Plus. I'm not saying anything like, oh, you're ghosting me. I personally don't put that out there. You know, super chill, no worries, okay? I logged that in my Teamsy. I set a follow-up for 1 month later. I don't have to worry about when I'm gonna reach out or comment on Facebook or anything. It's in my Teamsy. It's gonna pop up in a month. And a month later, I comment and I post on some of his Facebook posts, and I do that monthly for the next 90 days. So that puts us from May 1st, our original contact, to August 1st. That's a new season, right? We've moved from spring to summer. So 90 days later, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna leave a nice voicemail. Hey, happy summer, or happy fall, or happy holidays, or happy new year, whatever the time of year it is, right? Just sending you lots of energy and hope all is well. That's it. I don't say anything about Juice Plus. Nothing about, how come you didn't call me back? We had a great meeting, right? Nothing. Just leave that nice positive message, log it in the Teamsy, set the follow-up for a month later to comment and post on his social media. And I'll do that monthly until he reaches back out to me, or until I see something on social media that's a game changer, like had a baby, got married, had a loss in the family, lost a job, something like that. That's when I'll do another phone call. But that's just the consistent follow-up that I'll do initially reaching out for people. Worst case scenario. But again, I've never gotten to the 6th follow-up call. So for current customers or new people who are customers, I like to follow up as if everybody is shredding. And I like to follow those shred guidelines for the frequencies. And I make sure to drop them in customer care groups and post in that group some value added posts like that you might do for your own personal shred or on your personal social media. Fun posts like fancy, glasses, holding your shake, or something that is value added, like something on elderberry because it's in the vineyard blend. Things that are gonna make them have a little bit more peace of mind for eating their Juice Plus consistently. And I really like to consider those groups like crock pots or Instapots for add-on orders and new teammates. I've had customers call me who said, oh, I guess it's time for me to get the shakes because I love the containers that everybody's putting them in on the customer care group. And I'm like, okay, you never know what somebody's gonna see that's gonna pique their interest, which is why I love them. And then our favorite thing to do locally for follow-up is customer care events. Oh my gosh. If you have a team member who is an acupuncturist, a massage therapist, a yoga instructor, anything, personal trainer, we do an event based around them to feature that wellness professional. And it's been 100% positive with new customers and new team members. So I prefer to do a teammate. In fact, I don't think I've ever featured somebody who wasn't a teammate or at least a customer that became a teammate after doing one of these events. So for example, acupuncturist, one of my good girlfriends, a customer, and she came and did acupuncture to all of the current customers who came. And we have about 3 to 5 current customers share their Juice Plus experience before the event. And of course, we give them shake and chewy and bar samples. And then we feature that wellness professional and let them know how what they do complements Juice Plus and is something to add to their wellness wheel, so to speak. It's a lot of fun. And we always have people say, I want to know about the next one. What are you guys doing for the next one? So it makes the follow-up so much more fun and easier to say, oh, guess what? You know, you missed the acupuncture one. I know you wanted to come to the next one. The next one we're doing is hypnotherapy, which again, that one's tremendously successful. And then of course you get to, refer to that wellness professional. Really builds and strengthens that relationship from a networking standpoint locally. Lastly, we like to send paper, don't laugh, mailers once a month with something, again, value added on the product. So for example, I have a document that has all the ingredients in the capsules listed in it and what they do for the body, and people love this. I print it out in color and I hand mail it to people, and a lot of people on our team will hand mail it to people. And so then when you're calling to follow up, you get to say something like, oh, did you get my veggie letter? I just checking to see you got my snail mail. Did it make it your way? You know, did it catch your eye? You know, and I'm being funny again and lighthearted because, you know, it lets people know this is a serious business, but you don't have to be serious all the time. We send birthday cards, we send Thanksgiving cards, Valentine's cards, and the old school postcards. I find that people will look at a personal letter or a card before they open a bill. Some people still get their bills paper in the mail. And we've had spouses come on board as customers because the primary, I guess you could say, capsule taker in the household left some of these mailers sitting out on the countertop, and they've looked at it and they've said, what's this? You know? Now you might be thinking snail mail. Oh my God, that's old school. Yes. Okay. But don't you love to get a birthday card? Don't you love to get a thank you card in the mail? Does it make you smile when you get it? Or even just something handwritten? Of course, having that feeling that someone thought of you beyond a text or beyond being a customer makes them feel special. And it's fun to get the thank you text from people, from your customers, when they get these things. Lastly, we love to send care packages. You know, when I was in college, my grandma would still send me money in the mail and send me care packages, and it was awesome, right? I know everybody has something like that going on. Like, you just love to get little care packages in there, or something from your girlfriend. Julie G, she sent me some awesome stuff, so mwah, okay. But I love to send and receive care packages. It's that extension of love and care. So when you do sign up a new customer, do the customer care profile sheet on missiondriven.info. I like to take a lot of notes when I initially sign that person up to get their desired outcome for Juice Plus, so I can not only meet it, but exceed their expectations. I ask them where they get their coffee. Do they even drink coffee? I don't drink coffee, but I love tea. And for some reason, I'm on a kombucha kick right now. Thank you, Julie G. I ask them where they buy their groceries. What's their favorite salon? What's their favorite restaurant? Do they use Amazon? Do they have a favorite snack like dark chocolate or macadamia nuts? Do they like to travel, and why? And of course, we're learning more about them, and we're pulling their why out of them, right? Okay, but I'll send them a small gift when their second box ships out, or some type of a little gift card on their birthday. And what I love, 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 you guys, this is like, boom, home run, hit it out of the park, is a $10 or a $20 Amazon gift card at Thanksgiving. And a Thanksgiving card goes over so well just before the holidays. And it stands out because it's gratitude. And everybody sends their cards in December, right? For the people who do, right? Think about this, a simple Valentine's card that says, thanks for loving your Juice Plus. Maybe the only Valentine somebody gets that day. So it's a staple for our team. We're here to love on people, and it's fun to give, in my opinion. Okay, final notes. Mariah, I'm going as fast as I can. Sleepy teammates get the same care as preferred customers who have shipped more than once, especially because they might not be looking at Facebook, or they might not be looking at Boxer. And then we love to do sideline competitions with our Teamsy in groups of 4. So for example, me and 3 other sidelines, we had a competition monthly over who got the highest numbers daily on their Teamsy. And whoever won, was it whoever won? Okay. The person who had the lowest rating had to buy everybody else lunch at Whole Foods once a month. So that was like a $70 lunch at Whole Foods. But I didn't realize I was competitive until I got into this little powwow on this. And so a lot of people on our team have formed groups of 4, and they will all pitch in $10 for the month. And the person who gets the highest rating on their Teamsy for the month wins that $40 and they send it to them. So it's fun, and it creates a little friendly competition, and it gets that action going based on the activity versus the outcome. So hopefully this gave you guys some value and examples of how to keep it lighthearted and fun and stay committed and consistent to your activity. Again, we found that Teamsy takes that pressure off, so it doesn't feel like you're working all day. You can do your work in that chunk of time, And then you can be more attractive throughout the rest of the day when you're at lunch or kids' activities or happy hour. Plus, it allows you to come from love in investing the follow-up time with your new baby customers to grow them into raving fans and teammates. For example, you would not stop helping a baby learn how to walk or helping them feed them or feed themselves until they can do it on their own. So why not nurture our customers with follow-up until they're raving, referring fans and team members? Mariah, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Mwah. Thank you guys.
Wowza, wowza, wowza. Holy macaroni. Customer retention is our pension. I love it. Attach the activity, not the income. Don't try to get milk from a menopausal cow. And Robert Downey Jr., you had me happy thinking about how I'm going to follow up. And the last thing I was thinking, just your number at a sales coordinator, if I simply had one quad order by the end of the year, I'm looking at $325. Of course, I can afford to send that customer a little gift, something extra to say thank you. And it's a good reminder as we are business owners and we are making a difference in the world to start with gratitude and that Teamsy Power Hour to get into the energy, get into that light, fun. I mean, you guys, I don't know about you, just watching Ayrn, you want to smile. You want to, like, I want to go reach out to my customers now because I'm in a good mood. So get your space in that. Get your energy into that space, and then can you carve out that little bit of time every day? Thank you so, so, so much. We're out of time. We don't have time for questions, but I'm sure Carrie will unmute everybody. Everybody give a big, warm